Did y'all ever play Twisted Metal when you were a kid?
Yes. No.
Like
I played the newest game that they came out with.
I played it as a kid. It was
The
great.
Twisted Metal that came out for the PlayStation 3, like way back in the day.
Okay.
That's like my first Twisted Metal I played. And like my friend Josh Taylor, who listens to the podcast,
Yeah.
he got me into it. And then we played that together online. And then he has the older games on the PlayStation 1 and all that shit. And I played over there. So I played that like whenever I was like 22, 23.
I heard the
years
most
old.
recent one was not the best.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. I think they need to come out with another one.
I do too, actually. So they did not come out with another Twisted Metal game, but they came out with a Twisted Metal TV show on Peacock.
Yeah. Which
This
odd.
was very surprising. Very, very surprising. So this show is a Twisted Metal TV show. It's 10 episodes. It is 30 minutes roughly for each
30
episode.
minutes?
Heard about
So
it.
it's
Yeah,
pretty
I thought
short.
that was really short.
It's very short, but I have watched it. I finished it, and I want to talk
love
about
that
it since
chick.
it's based off of a video game. It's appropriate to talk about on here. So we previously talked about The Last of Us, and we're like, this thing was freaking awesome. But most video game adaptations are pretty shitty, right? This one shocked the hell out of me.
Fuck yes,
Because it's
dude.
very good.
Hell yes. That's what I like to hear.
It is very, very good.
What makes it good?
So it knows it's silly. So it's like they don't take themselves super seriously, which I think is a benefit because they could have gone with like super serious with this.
Yeah.
And I think it would have been a failure for sure. But they just like do stupid, funny things throughout. And like the two main characters, you have the, what are their names now? The girl from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I love her so much.
She's great.
She's so attractive.
And then I forgot the guy's name, but he's been in a lot of stuff
Anthony
as well.
Mackie.
Thank you, Anthony Mackie. They're hilarious together. So the premise of this whole show is Anthony Mackie is a milkman, and he's a delivery driver. And basically what the milkman does, they drive the car around and they deliver things from point A to point B for the people that live on the inside. So he meets this lady who's at New San Francisco, because everything's called New San Francisco, New Chicago, New this, whatever, post like shit breaking down and the whole entire apocalypse happening. And what's interesting is like Twisted Metal itself doesn't really have much of a story.
It does.
Yeah. So they've like really leaned in
Wait, it does?
on story heavily in this, which I thought was very interesting. So you kind of get to see a lot more of the world and like kind of what's going on than you ever would have in the game, which is interesting.
So, okay, this is where I have to disagree with you. Twisted Metal does have a story. It's about Calypso.
well, I don't know. I never played it.
Okay,
Twisted
so,
Metal, so
it's about
You
Calypso.
never played Twisted Metal?
I did a little bit, but like I never like bought one. I always like rented it from Blockbuster.
okay.
But basically, Calypso has this amazing race happening, this demolition derby style thing.
Okay.
And whoever comes out up top gets a wish. It gets their like big wish to come true. And usually he fucks them with it at the end. It's like a genie almost.
Yeah.
He like screws them over with whatever they wish for.
Jeez.
Type thing. So that's what I'm curious is how did the TV show, did they do anything with that, with Calypso? With creating the Twisted Metal once a year race thing?
No,
Great.
but
What's
there's an
the but?
asterisk
What?
Okay.
because they didn't do it this season,
Okay.
but it may be coming.
So what? So, okay. God, I don't want to ask this question, but I do. Why is the world like it is right now in Twisted Metal TV show?
I actually can't remember.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
I
fine.
know.
I'll watch it tonight and
Yeah.
give a better review.
Yeah, fuck you. I haven't finished my review. Okay,
Okay, I'm sorry,
getting
I'm sorry.
there, but I was going to tell you all the other things about it. But
But
Sold.
No, there is a storyline to Twisted Metal. It's just it's very basic, and someone's probably going to like eat me up in the comments about this. But basically, the premise is this godlike devil person decides to have a race, and he needs spirits to live. So he has these people kill off these other people and grants them a wish at the end.
Yep.
And usually the ending wish is very twisted and sick, and it fucks up people. So fucks them in the long run. So
well, you do meet Calypso in this.
oh, nice. Okay.
No, we don't meet Calypso, but you encounter.
You encounter Calypso.
Yeah. So no, the purpose of this is you go to New San Francisco, you meet this lady who like runs New San Francisco, and very quickly you find out like the character doesn't know this, but you find out that she's like full of shit, and she's like pulling his leg, and like she shows him like you can have the life on the inside of New San Francisco, and it's all amazing and wonderful. But the entire time she's like putting up she's putting up this whole charade, you know, for him to convince him to go do this run. So his run is to go to Calypso and get a package and bring it back.
Interesting. Okay.
And so that's like what the whole story is about. This is him going to get this package so he can get this life that he never had. Because when he starts the show out, he doesn't know who he is. His name's John Doe. That's what he goes by, because he doesn't know who he is. He just has a photo that's charred of what his life, of what he used to be, look like, but his parents are like charred off, so he doesn't even know who his family is. He just woke up one day, he has amnesia, doesn't remember anything. All he knows is he can drive, and he has this car that is he calls Evelyn, because he found a license plate that said Evelyn on it, so he put it on his car, and like that became Evelyn. So that's like his girl.
Okay,
that's, you know, that's his car that he runs around. It's a Subaru that he drives around in. But all that to be said, so he does this ride. Eventually, he meets the woman from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He calls her Quiet because when he picks her up, she doesn't say a word forever, and so he's like, "I'm just gonna call you Quiet." Never actually finds out her name. Is it from Metal Gear? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then you go on this journey, and you encounter all these different characters. So you do encounter Sweet Tooth, as we've seen in the trailers and stuff like that. So he's involved. Will Arnett does a great job voicing him, and I forgot the guy's name that actually does the body, but yeah, he does a great job as well. He's super fucked up, super messed up in the head. Yeah. Like all the stuff shows through here. He does catch his head on fire at some point, which was badass to see. So there's some really cool nods to the original game here. You also meet Agent Stone, who is a character in the game.
Yep.
So he's a piece of shit. And pre the falling out, you find out that he was a mall cop, and people would like make fun of him and stuff like that. So now he's like, I'm Agent Stone, and I'm the law, and he like, you know, demands like all this stuff, and he like has all this power and stuff like that. So he's a major asshole, basically. So he becomes kind of your main villain alongside like Sweet Tooth as well. But Sweet Tooth is kind of like the side villain who's just there to like just mess everything up and doesn't really care who he goes after.
Yeah.
But he's just trying to build an army that loves him, basically. Is his goal. But
yeah, this is the one I played, 2013 one.
Nice. Yeah. But yeah, so it's very, very good. The whole thing, I mean, it's just a fun journey. You meet a lot of interesting characters. A lot of interesting moments happen. Some funny bits, some serious bits, some intense bits. One thing that I was surprised by is there wasn't there's not a whole lot of cars in this, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. Like there's the last episode.
That'd be too expensive.
Yeah. The last episode definitely is fan service for sure. Because, you know, big car battle scene. But leading up to that, there isn't a whole lot of that happening. It's a lot more like character development and stuff like that between the different people and stuff like that.
God, they need to make another one.
So, yeah, that's basically the gist of my review. Other than, you know, like I think everybody should watch it.
And saw the trailer, I was like, do we really need this? Like, I feel like they're trying to take every video game and make it into a movie and or a TV series. Try to make something out of it just to get nostalgia. Like, I feel like this is real nostalgia points. Like, we haven't heard Twisted Metal for how long? Like
but still, like the stuff that they're coming out with, like all this video game content, turning into TVs and movies and all that stuff, is actually better content than what we were getting when we were younger. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like Resident Evil, fucking garbage.
Oh yeah.
Garbage.
But there hasn't been too many
garbage.
Well, yeah,
Mario.
That's why I'm like, do we really need?
I haven't watched
this
Mario yet.
Stuff.
No, not the new one, but the
old
one.
Yeah, the new one's pretty good. Like, I don't want to see my games that had really good stories come out with a garbage story now, just to be like, let's see if anyone will grab onto it.
It's not getting garbage anymore.
I know,
we're
this
getting
is
like
good stuff. It's not garbage.
Well, yeah, well, you might have liked it. I've yet to come to an opinion about it, but I don't think it looked good. The trailer didn't impress me. It's like Twisted Metal is like really fun for like the game and that kind of genre, but like, does it need to be a freaking story?
I would say this
that was shown at the Game Awards or whatever. I was like, it didn't impress me. Like, there's nothing about it that
I would say
watch it.
Go in with or don't go in with any expectations, like, or you know, any of that stuff, because I also thought that clip was terrible. The Cisco clip or whatever with him singing the thong song. I thought that was super dumb. But then I saw it and I was like, no, this is actually really, really good. Like I felt this. I thought this was gonna be a hot pile of garbage. And then I came out. I mean, maybe that's what it is. Like, have low expectations, and then you might be surprised.
And then, also, like you said, we haven't seen anything from Twisted Metal since 2013, and it's not fresh on people's minds or this younger generation. And now they see this as a TV show, and they watch it, and they really like it. I mean, I think it's a plus for gaming and TV at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially in gaming, because watching older video game movies is just so disappointing. Like Assassin's Creed was the highest disappointment in my whole entire life with video games going into movies.
I never watched that one,
but now we get like The Witcher, we get The Last of Us, and we have
The Witcher died.
Sonic. Yeah, we have Sonic. We had the Super Mario movie, and it's just, to me, it's getting better, and I'm excited to see it on the full screen, like I am. So
yeah. Well, it's definitely revived interest in this franchise too. I think. I mean, like, it may have been they were like, well, should we revisit? You know, it's been
Twisted
10 years
Metal.
since the first Twisted Metal came out.
I just hope they
like,
don't connect it with the TV show. If they do, like, just have it its own separate
they
thing.
want to.
They're
Yeah,
going
they probably
to.
will. Yeah, but I recommend watching it. I think anybody that grew up with Twisted Metal, I think you'll thoroughly enjoy this
I'm
TV
gonna
show.
watch it tonight.
It's very fun, and it's a good, very short. I mean, you could binge the shit out of this real fast. Like,
Yeah, 30 minutes. I figured it'd be an hour, but I have a
no.
feeling this was supposed to be a movie, and they
very possible. Yeah,
they went TV route with it.
I'm glad they went episodic with it, though. I think it worked well.
Do you
as an
see them
episodic
making a
thing.
season 2? Like, it was that
100%.
good?
Oh yeah, it left it up. I mean, it's basically it's like season 2. This is what you're getting, and it's
Fuck yeah,
very
dude.
exciting.
I hope it goes back to like the traditional Twisted Metal storyline, because like the endings to those, like for each like character you play,
Yeah.
is just completely different.
Really?
And it's just so twisted and so like fucked up.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of real like if you like have that much knowledge of like the Twisted Metal thing, there's so much fan service in this. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay.
They did a really good job with it.
I'll watch it tonight. Just text me your shit.
Look at
I'll
that.
fucking download
Surprisingly
Yeah.
good, man.
On Reddit, said the show's surprisingly good. Rotten Tomatoes.
68% on Rotten Tomatoes, honestly,
You
isn't
got
that bad.
68%.
Look at that
it.
audience score,
94% audience. That's what you got to look at.
Yeah.
It is generally hard to believe the Twisted Metal show is good.
See?
That's on Forbes.
And I think that helped it. A lot of people were expecting it to be bad,
Yeah.
but it actually turned out to be pretty good.
The production value was good too. I mean,
I'll be the
like
judge of that.
there was, but you don't like anything, Austin. So it's,
I know.
don't like
I have
anything.
high standards.
you don't like Crude Motorfest, man.
I know. I have high standards, and if they don't meet those standards, then it sucks.
Yeah, but you gave Wolfenstein over Zelda Game of the Year one year. So what do you say about
It
that?
was a good fucking game.
You said Cyberpunk was going to be an amazing game.
I went back on that. Can't wait to talk about that. Can we bring that up? We should
You
talk
like
about
Zelda?
that. Oh,
kidding.
fuck you.
Oh, good shit.
Oh man, Twisted Metal. Go watch it.
Metal.